End of day 2, and how did we do? I hear we may have actually broke a record. Hey, we were just watching the intro like you guys were. We were absolutely amazed that that block was just yesterday morning.
I'm going to stand to one side.
Yeah, look at this.
Can you reach?
I am going to change. I'm going to stick the other camera on and just show everyone what's been going on because, yeah, my God, the whole thing has just come together amazingly well, hasn't it? Yeah. Okay, do you want to talk everybody through it? Just walk to the front so we can see.
Yeah, I'll just finish this side.
Yeah.
You want to put me in shot on this side?
Yeah,
Sure.
Go for it, dude.
So we've done it. We've never done a sculpture in 2 days before. The guys next to us have completed theirs, so that means that Kiruna's got 2 firsts. They've never had any sculpture ever completed in 2 days.
Yeah.
And 2 teams have done it, so we're really chuffed about that. There's just one thing we dared to do, and if Martin keeps coming around, there's a support under there. And it looks like it's got a lot of weight on it, but that weight is bridged onto that arm, it's bridged onto that leg, and this is a thick old expand. And we could take it away, but I just daren't do it.
Yeah, we're going to wait until
Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we'll cut it away then, and we think that the structure will just sit. So it'll slightly compress on that side, ever so slightly, but we're hoping it's just going to stay there and see what happens.
So for you engineers, this is the principle of the Roman arch coming into real effect in snow sculpting.
So we've got an additional leg here that we didn't intend to put in, and it's a good old thick one, and it keeps coming all the way around. And because we did such a wide sculpture, we put 2 additional legs in that one and that good old thick one, and then we're hoping that the rest of the structure is self-supporting. So yeah, cross your fingers on that one, but we're well chuffed.
Yeah,
pretty much got the sculpture we wanted.
Yeah, we're absolutely pumped. I mean, we're tired. Don't get me wrong. We're absolutely knackered. We've worked like Trojans, and I think we did the maths, and we kind of worked out when we're doing the sculptures in Austria, because we have to be up at a certain time. We've got to go off the mountain at a certain time. We're probably only actually actively working on sculpture maybe 5 hours a day maximum. Whereas here, because we don't really have those time limits, we reckon we've probably done between 7 and 8 hours a day over the last 2 days. So while we're saying it's taken us 2 days, the reality is it's probably the equivalent of maybe 3 or 4 days. Yeah, absolutely.
So we think we've got 15-16 hours in on this, and just chuffed to bits. We've produced something. It looks pretty much like the model. We've used the entirety of the sculpture. It's got the 3 fronts on it, so there's no denying that. And I don't know what it'll rank, but we're well pleased.
Yeah. So we've had people call this a dancer, so I think we should be naming the faces. So maybe this side is I don't know, Britney Spears, maybe. And as we come around here, this side here for me is definitely John Travolta. He's got the whole Saturday Night Fever going on, and he's in a white suit as well. The beautiful Night Fever, Night Fever, Night Fever. That's as much Bee Gees as I can remember. So we just need to have a. And this side, we're not too sure. What do we? What's that dance where you've got the eyes thing going on? What's that one called?
I don't know what it is. Yeah. Figures I'm too sexy for my sculpture.
So this is Right Said Fred. Yeah. Fantastic.
Right Said Fred.
So Britney Spears, Right Said Fred, and John Travolta, all in one sculpture. But I mean, it's just come together beautifully. I mean, exactly like you were hoping. You have to walk around the sculpture. You have to see each of the sides. It's not just a case of rock up to the front. It has 3 fronts.
Yeah. And so I'm really curious to see which way people walk around it. I mean, we're in the northern hemisphere. Which way does water spin around in a plug?
Anti-clockwise, isn't it?
Anti-clockwise?
I think so.
Yes,
yeah.
Same as home. So let's see if people walk around it anti-clockwise, or walk around it uncle-clockwise.
Uncle-clockwise. Oh my God! Right. So I think before we show exactly how daft we've actually become after two whole days sculpting. I think we'll just change this round, and we'll probably call it a day unless there's anything specific to say to anybody.
No, we're pretty shattered. I mean, the driving force behind this was, obviously dog sledding and skidooing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
if we didn't get it done, we couldn't go and do those things. I mean, this is just awesome. This has been the best gig ever. A whole troop of kids came past today and with a teacher, and they thought I was taking a video, and I shouted the words cheese, and I've got a whole bunch of Kirunian kids all going cheese, like little cuties. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just been so friendly. So the sculptors are so close together. The organisers are so friendly. We've got Julian as support team. He should really be on this. He's rocked up from Brig, back in Blighty, so he's here for a day or two. So we're just chuffed to bits. They've encompassed Julian. He's got breakfast and dinner with us, and we're even going to take him on the presentation to the Ice Hotel on Saturday, where we're going to go across the river where nobody goes, across the ice river, to the original director of the Ice Hotel's house, and he's going to give us a welcome drink.
Yeah, we're going to have some bish bash boshes on that ice by the sound of it. It's they said it's got a double skin, so every time it cracks, it sounds like a gunshot, apparently. So we'll find out on Saturday.
We've got a friend who's sand sculptor. We think we're going to get invited for sand sculpture. Why not? And we've got a new friend who's in a band, and he's going to play a gig in Leeds, and we've just got VIP tickets.
Yeah, so it's been a completely different experience, and especially because you get so many people just wandering past, people who are kind of walking the dog, going for a run, just every day. It's just we are actually in the city, so it's just part of everyday life, and people are in the park enjoying the snow sculpture. So it's a different kind of experience, which is lovely.
Yeah, it's been a really intimate kind of thing, start to finish. We organised bowling for everybody last night and took everybody bowling. We saw the Northern Lights. Even rarer than the Northern Lights, we've seen the Pearl Clouds, which is where the clouds at 30,000 meters.
Yeah, 20,000, 30,000 meters. Yeah,
get the sun from underneath them, and then it causes a pearlescent effect, which just apparently it's rarer than the Northern Lights.
And we've seen it twice now.
Yeah, so I just can't wait to get on that skidoo tomorrow and that dog sled and go to that rock concert. And then do Ice Hotel's coming up. So we'll take that supporting leg out on Saturday, and hopefully the structure stays up.
So if you guys don't hear from us tomorrow, you know exactly what's kind of going on. But we will be back on Saturday. And what we'll do is we'll give you exactly the same as we've done before. We'll give you a once around the sculpture Saturday morning, show you what the kind of change we're going to make. Then the judging's happening about midday. Apparently that's going to be from people in the city as well as judges, so we'll find out what happens there, and we'll get announcements of rankings just afterwards, isn't it? It's about 1 o'clock. I think they said.
And just one final thing. I mean, obviously to everybody out there, it just looks like we just go around the world just enjoying ourselves. Life's a bed of roses and everything's absolutely awesome and great. But I mean, me and Martin have both been through incredible hardships in our lifetimes. Martin's gone from being how heavy were you?
154 kilos.
154 kilos, and he's got his life back on track and brought himself down. I mean, I've had 13 years ago that little bout in AA there, and that kept me alive. And people and a bit of depression from that. So it's not just a bed of roses. And if anybody thinks that we take this for granted, we're not. And that's why we're absolutely piped and loving what we're doing and getting out and really going to enjoy tomorrow with all our new friends. Julian's here. It's going to be absolutely mint, mate.
It is going to be mint. Right, well, my fingers are absolutely like brass monkeys at the moment. I don't know if you guys can see them. They've kind of gone reddish, white, kind of waxy colour, so that means I'm losing circulation. So at this point in time, I'm going to say goodnight, and we will see you all on Saturday. Have fun. Bye.